What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are here to talk about the Undefeated Racing League. So this has been a thing which has been in the pipeline for a very long time. Some of you guys may remember back in the day, I actually had a Forza Horizon 2 Racing League. That was like 2015 at this point, so 2 years ago. And it's been something I wanted to do for a very long time, but I've just not had a lot of time to do so. And, you know, I've got a few ongoing projects in the behind the scenes, which I haven't talked about or anything. And this has been one of those ongoing projects, which I've wanted to do for a while now. And it just kind of turned out that the stars have aligned and I can do it properly now. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to get this show on the road, and we're going to have the first monthly Undefeated Racing League. So I'm going to explain how this is going to work, you know, how the procedures are going to be to get in lobbies, etc, etc. There's going to be no sign-ups. It's going to be first come, first serve. And I'm going to explain a few other things about banned cars, because there are a few cars which I've messed around with and I don't really feel they're like suitable for this racing league. So without further ado, let's go ahead and explain some of the rules and procedures about how this is going to work, and you know what you guys should avoid doing if you are going to join in. So let's do this. So how this is going to work is we're going to have one race weekend, and it's going to be one speed list per console. On the PS4, it will be 1 week after the Xbox One race weekend, and I believe the Xbox One race weekend is the 29th. So that is the upcoming Saturday for Xbox One users. And it's a points-based system. So if you come first place, you'll get 7 points. If you're second place, you'll get 6 points. If you're third place, you'll get 5 points, etc, etc. And a bonus 3 points will be given to the person who finishes first in the speed list, just to make it a bit more interesting. Now obviously Need for Speed only has 8 people per lobby, and I've thought about this. That's an immediate problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through one speed list with 8 people, and then after that speed list we're going to clear the lobby and get 8 new people in. We're going to do that another time, so it'll be 3 times with 3 groups of people. It's first come, first serve, so make sure you're there. And everyone will compete in a mixed speed list with fully maxed out cars. Obviously I'd expect you to come in a fully maxed out car because that's what everyone else is going to be using. Obviously what you do with your car, upgrades and stuff, is completely up to you, but it kind of just makes sense for you to upgrade your car if you want to be competitive. If any of that didn't make sense, please leave a comment section down below, or if you are confused about anything I'm going to say here, and I can try clear up in the comment section, but I think I kind of explained that relatively well. So prior to the stream, I'll tweet out that the league is taking place. That's when, if you want to be in the first batch of people to race, you can join me then, and then we can obviously get that arranged. Yeah, just join, you know, as soon as you can, really, so when the stream starts we can get straight into it instead of waiting around. And that's pretty much it in terms of how it's going to work. I've got a few rules and stipulations which I'm going to talk about now, and a few kind of like penalties and stuff, I guess, which I'm going to talk about now, because these are also very important things to keep in mind. So I do have a list of banned cars which no one can compete in. If you do turn up in one of these banned cars, you'll be kicked and banned from future competition, and you won't be able to do it again. So I know it sounds a bit harsh on the surface, but it's one of those things, like, I don't really want time wasters being in the lobbies because that's just a hassle. So the banned cars goes as following. It's the RSR, the Huracan, the Beck Customs, the 65 Mustang, and all the Icon cars. If you turn up in any of those cars, like I said, you'll be banned from future competition and you'll be kicked out of the lobby, and someone else will take your place. I have picked these cars for a reason. It's not just one of those things I've just picked them willy-nilly. These cars are very, very OP. So yeah, I've picked it. I know a lot of people are going to have questions about the 65 Mustang. Me and Nino were talking about this last night. It's just a car that needs to be banned. Compared to everything else, it's just head and shoulders better than everything else. One thing which was kind of hard to decide on was what happens if people lag out, lose connection, or leave the lobby. And I think I'm just going to settle on the kind of toughest approach. I understand completely that it's not always your fault, but there's obviously measures you can take to avoid this, like with, you know, maybe tell people to get off your internet, or, you know, like just kind of prepare for it in a way. Essentially, if you do lose connection, lag out, or leave before the end of the speed list, you will not receive any points for that race. It's then up to you to join back into that speed list. If you do join back, then everything will be fine. If you don't, then essentially you're going to be banned from that weekend's competition, and you're just going to have to try again next time. From my point of view, there's nothing I can do about the connection issues. It's obviously a bit different if I get kicked out, because I'm commentating over everything and I'm, you know, hosting everything. But it's very hard. I can't really keep restarting races because people get, you know, kicked out and the connection issues, or just if people leave because they're not doing very well. There's nothing I can do about that. If you leave because you're not doing very well, that's completely on you, and you'll just be banned from that week's competition or kicked from that week's competition. Again, this was one of the hardest things to decide because, again, it's not always your fault, but I feel like taking the toughest approach will kind of hopefully make this a bit more, you know, professional, a bit more strict, and hopefully will make it so people, you know, aren't as complacent with their internet. Hopefully it will make it so a lot of people, you know, make sure their internet is okay for when this starts. And then obviously if you are a troll and you just end up, you know, putting roadblocks in the middle of the race, or, you know, drive on the oncoming because you're losing, you're just going to be permabanned from all future competitions, and basically yeah, I just won't let you race. So just to reiterate myself, Xbox One is this coming Saturday, PS4 is the week afterwards. The winner will receive some stickers from myself. I've got some stickers coming in the next week, so if you do come first, you will win those stickers. This is looking really fun. I can't wait to see how this goes. It's going to be straight on here on YouTube, so hopefully, you know, we get a big, you know, attendance for this. I'm looking really forward to it. Obviously, I'm going to be in all 3 speed lists, so I'm only going to take my results from the first one, and then obviously in the second and third, I'll just race anyway, just to, you know, do it anyway, because obviously I'm going to be in the race anyway, so I might as well. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or any queries, let me know down in the comment section down below. I'm looking really forward to this racing league, and I'm looking really forward to see what cars you guys bring, the tunes you guys bring. Overall, I think it's going to be really cool. So I hope you guys go on to enjoy this. I think it's a really unique idea. It's something which, you know, I haven't done in a very long time. 2015 was the last time I ran this type of league. I kind of want to make this a monthly occurrence, so, you know, at the end of every month or at the start of every month, I'll end up doing this again. But again, like I said, everything will be uploaded in a highlights video afterwards, and in that highlights video, I can talk about when we're going to be doing it next. But anyway, that's been it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.